Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Hello, whenever you're ready, Pihu.
So I can just start, right?
Yeah,
Yes, but start by telling us who you are, where do you live, what do you do, please.
Yeah, okay. So hello, everyone. My name is Pihu, and I am a 15-year-old ninth grader from India. I love to sing, listen to music, read books, do yoga, play all kinds of sports. So I'm just a confused person, and I love coding. I love English. So yeah, that's just about me. I will begin if I am allowed to. I can begin, right? Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just sharing my screen just a moment. So welcome to my presentation. So as I've said, I have been doing many things till now. I have done singing, yoga, taekwondo, swimming, coding, arts and crafts, listening to music, reading, writing. I'm okay at academics and speaking. But there is one thing that I have kept coming back to is that I have been learning new technology and imparting it to my peers formally and informally. So basically, coding. Now, I have been coding and have been interested in technology since sixth grade, but my understanding of the two has been very naive initially. Now, it had been like human evolution, taking the examples of transformation from apes to modern day human beings, and all the stages in between, like hunters and gatherers and stuff. But instead, mine was from naive to becoming super confused, then becoming even more naive. And now I mentor students in coding and English. So now teaching the technology to the students of my age. How ironic, right? That a person who didn't know anything about it and now they're teaching students. They must be thinking, why should I believe you? Don't worry, I'll give you many reasons for it. So how did it all begin? So before last year, I didn't really take part in major events and competitions like this one for the same, well, besides a few workshops and online programs. But then came Kinderspark. I give the whole credit to Dr. Shankar and Shayantan sir for inspiring me to start investing my time in experimenting with technology and innovation. But the best part of Kinderspark that I felt was that we had to participate as a team. Now that is where my whole basic idea and my journey of Kinderspark began, or peer learning began. I'm so sorry. Peer learning began. Then it was not I anymore, it was we. I found out that we is a more powerful word than I. That it's not I did it, it's we did it. So I remember all the times we had all solved our own queries just by discussing the ideas that we proposed with each other. The curiosity of learning in a fun way grew in many folds. When you have fun in learning, you get attracted to learning more. Now that's the basic concept, right? Now once Kinderspark was over, I was back to the normal speed of learning. I missed being in a team. I'm not gonna lie. So, do you remember that I talked about the stages of hunters and gatherers? Now this was my stage at that moment. So started looking for tech competitions in which I could participate as a team in a team. Don't get me wrong, I can very well participate on my own, but working in a team gave me a better sense and understanding of peer learning. I participated in national and international competitions like Technovation Girls, Toyacathon, NASA JPL, and many more. Now, some I won, but others I got praises for my efforts, which is a nicer way of saying that I lost. Now, the events had unearthed the potential in me and had encouraged me to explore more in the field. These are some of the pictures from the competitions I had participated in. Yeah. So this is what I had done for stains. The app that my friends and I had created for Technovation Girls 2020. I hope it's audible.
Welcome to our app Stains.
I hope it's audible.
So this is the flash screen which would lead us to the about.
Now here comes the login screen and here's the sign up screen. This is the menu of our app. So this is the quiz which we had prepared for a good cause and some fun now. So these are the STEAM stories where you can contribute stories and read them as well. So this is the section of the app which tells us about the use of eco-friendly options of selection. So this is the page which gives you the health advices regarding yoga, eating habits, and your first nutrition cycle. So if you have any problems, we'd love to hear from you. And for that, we have a contact us page. So thank you for watching. This is our app sticks. So that was the app that my friends had created for menstrual cycle in girls. Yeah. So each one teach one. Now we come to the main topic of the conversation. Now the backstory of each one teach one. My mother had told me to start with what you're best at. Subtly told me that I'm good at explaining things to others. So while exploring many tech courses, one common thing that I noticed in all these courses was that they had teachers using jargons, which made me afraid of taking those classes for a longer period of time. Remember when I said that I was becoming super confused and super naive? This was that time. Though I enrolled in these courses, but after a week or so, I used to get bored of them. Not because I wasn't interested in learning what they were teaching. Instead, I didn't understand anything, not a single thing that was being talked about. But when the same thing was discussed in separate groups among the students, like breakout rooms, I could understand everything much better. This is what we call peer learning. And this is what my initiative, Each One Teach One, is about. Now, we need to know that peer learning is different from working in a group. To understand peer learning a bit better, let's look back at its origin. Vygotsky and Piaget developed two widely accepted theories that have made lasting contributions to our social understanding of learning, and in the process developed a foundation of peer learning. Now, based on both theories, we can form an ideal definition for peer learning: the process in which students learn with and from each other. The upper hand that peer learning has is that it allows learners to focus on understanding the problem rather than solving it. And this is exactly what we do in coding. Remember, I said I would give you enough reasons to believe me? Well, this is the first one. It also develops a spirit of collaboration and cooperation among learners and makes them more effective. Now, the initiative. I endorse peer learning in technology, English and STEAM, that is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Because some of my experience in taking solo courses for the same have not been so smooth. Now, what is my initiative? You know me by now. I love explaining and I'm sort of good at coding. This is what I took advantage of. I designed 4 curriculums to start with. Don't worry, they're all free. My courses include music production through code. As you can see here in the shared screen, we use EarSketch to code music. That might be exciting. So kids do get involved in fundamentals of design thinking in this course: analyzing, empathizing, development, and iteration. Now let's see with an example. Analyzing the code, then understanding how we get the desired tune, what next beat to choose and where to put it, and then listening to it again and again and making changes till you get the desired tune. Is that relatable to you in your everyday life? We do things again and again until we get it right? But there is one difference in this process. A child is not doing it alone or with the teacher, who might scold them for getting it wrong. They are taking each other's help to understand the process of achieving it, and together they create it, making learning more fun. Now let's take another example. App development and website development. Another very interesting and popular topic among students. The course follows the same process: analyzing, empathizing, development, and iteration. But the outcome is not a piece of music, it's an app. As you can see in the shared presentation, the path is followed to make the children curious about the course is screen change, role of variables, conditions, loops, screen components, so forth, to complex development techniques. These are courses that I had designed for app development and website development. Now you might be thinking, what's the fun in it? There are just some examples, but if you closely see the joy of learning in the picture, you will understand they are learning the most difficult process at ease. I have two more courses, actually one more courses, and that is code programming, which is a bit of a higher level skill. So I'm not including it here because right now I'm working on a basic level. So it's a stress-free environment, and me being the goofball mentor will help you ease up with the jargons of coding. Now, by now, you have understood that you can only teach coding to people who are willing to learn it, and people who are willing to learn should be attracted to the course and curriculums. I hope you are too, and I expect to see more entries in the coming days. Now I'm going to clear up and bust a myth or misconception that people have, and that is that people should be good at mathematics in order to be good at solving problems and logical thinking. That is coding. Now, no one needs to be good at math to be able to apply logic. People with high mental ability and mental agility are great at logical thinking and problem solving. Coding seems intimidating to people, so I designed a curriculum starting with easier levels and then moving on to the difficult stages of coding. Now, to start off, we first begin with block coding as they give some confidence to people and help in building a basic understanding with the concepts of coding. For block coding, we use multiple softwares like MIT App Inventor, Code.org, and Thunkable, which is shown on the screen, among others. I'm still teaching students through blocks just to brush up their concepts and understanding, but gradually I will move on to code programming where they would type the code and syntaxes instead of using drag and drop blocks. You can learn them using YouTube and other channels as well. I make it a little more flexible so that the learning environment is a bit more fun and easy. Now you can see here some of the shared thoughts by the students participating in each one. Now, yeah. Inculcating English is a part of the curriculum. Now, I love English. It is my favorite subject in school. English is a very big part of daily communication because it is a universal language. We can talk to each other, people from different countries through English. And we all should know to converse in the language because almost every single person from most, if not every country, can speak the language. Okay, not every single person, but at least 1 in 100 or 1,000. Now, to inculcate English in the curriculum, I thought of making small videos which would help children to easily pick up on the language. So not by myself, my friends and I had made videos where we explained words through small 15 seconds, 6-second videos. We also participated in the competition organized by New York Times where we submitted these videos. So I'm just going to share my screen and show those videos. Just a minute. Yeah, I'll go with one of my friends' videos first.
We see your screen. We see the video.
Doctor, I'm having a serious headache. Here, have an analgesic. Analgesic, noun, drug used to relieve pain. Don't call the police.
Oh my God.
I have more videos. Just a minute. I have like four of us, 3 of my friends and I had made multiple videos for this.
Club activities, what? Isn't that new? Club activities, what? Isn't that new? The studies one? I should ask him. Hey Neil, which club did you opt for? Don't disturb me. I didn't choose anything. Don't you know? It's optional.
There are 2 more. Just a minute. Yeah. Wait, I'll go with another one.
This is a carrot and this is a carrot, but they aren't the same. This carrot is something we eat, whereas this carrot is a unit of weight of gems like diamonds. Have a carrot for better eyesight.
So one more, last one, mine. Um,
Nocturnal, done, occurring or active at night.
So those were some videos that we had made for children to understand small words every single day a little bit better. They would catch on to English much better through that. So yeah.
Pihu, you are
You're
muted.
muted. You're muted. We can't hear you. Now.
I'm available. I think I'm audible now. I'm so sorry. So I also proposed the idea of starting a reading challenge where we would read books by our favorite authors to people who didn't know how to read or who don't understand English, which would help in building the interest to read among children and would also help them learn English in a fun way with their friends. These are some screenshots. These are the list of authors that we had chosen. This is the way we would just conduct. We'll be conducting the whole process. More authors, and then these were some slides that were made by my friends for the author, like about the author, the books they had written, and why we all chose these particular authors. Now we also did a STEAM activity where we made hope stones and hope marks, which are basically hope bookmarks, hopeful bookmarks, which had our creative juices churning. But you must be thinking, where is the English here? Well, it's the E. I know that STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. But in this case, the E stands for English. I inculcating English by telling students new positive words which we had written on the stones in the bookmarks. So as you can see here, prosperity, love, strength, warm hug, and everything. Yeah. Now the aim of each one, teach one. Again, let's go back down memory lane of what I had previously spoken. It is not about I. It is about we. What do I want to achieve from it? Many of my acquaintances suggested to me that it is a successful business model. But then I started this because I suffered from the same problem which many suffer from. How can I make an opportunity from someone's suffering? Remember again what I said earlier, it is not about me, it is about we. So the learner from me and the mentors, the other students. So it becomes a chain, or you can call it a growing community of learners and teachers, not teachers, mentors, where we learn from and teach each other. Now, why each one teach one is important in upliftment of girls ratio in STEM. STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. It is considered the key to innovation and creates many job opportunities. STEM teaching and learning goes beyond the mere transfer of knowledge. It is the most important skill to be developed in the 21st century. It engages students and equips or provides them with critical problem solving, creative, and collaborative skills, and ultimately establishes connections between the school, workplace, community, and the global economy. Now, if we talk about girls in STEM, only 18% of girls in tertiary education are pursuing STEM studies, but there are 34% of boys in the same field. Even within the STEM fields, there lies a gender divide, with a similar number of boys and girls pursuing natural sciences, which is basically doctorate, pharmaceuticals, biochemicals, uh, chemists, while far more boys looked to engineering, manufacturing, and construction. So girls in STEM means to promote girls to be more innovative and to embrace their own talents. Now, why each one teach one and not each one teach code? So it's not just about coding. It's not each one teach code, it's each one teach one, which means do not just restrict yourself to technology and technical stuff and coding. Share whatever you're good at. You don't have to be good at everything. Just make that one thing you have into something which you can teach others, which is why I expanded the topic and also made it about English and arts as well. I have always wondered, why is my initiative or I am worth listening to? You saw my journey in 25 minutes, or maybe more than that. One thing that must be clear to you by now is that if I can do it, if she can do it, we all can do it. Helping each other learn what we're good at will also promote what I like to call global thinking, leading to better future. So yeah, common questions people ask me. When free courses are available on the internet, then how is each one teach one any different? So a while back, a little back in the presentation, I had said that I make the courses a bit more flexible and easier to understand. That is basically the reason, because courses available on the internet are also very difficult sometimes. But each one teach one has students who know what students go through while learning things from a teacher. Not that all teachers are bad, they are amazing, but sometimes we don't understand their terminology or the way they explain. So we know what we each other us go through. We know each other's pain. So yeah, that is why it's different. Now, can a young child as young as age 5, start coding? Yes, they can, but with simple block coding, which is Spark. So yeah, why is it necessary for children to learn English? English is a global language. It won't just restrict. Sorry. It won't just restrict you to your own community. It will take you international. It will let you communicate with people all around the world. Now, do you think that the way you mentor students is an effective way of teaching them? I think so, because I know what it's like to not understand a thing in class. So yeah, I do think that it's an effective way of teaching or mentoring each other. So yeah. So this is reach out to me. The email for each one teach one 2410@gmail.com, and that's a number that you can reach out to me for the same. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Wow, that's amazing, Bihu. Bihu, you say you don't have to be good in you don't have to be good in math to be good in coding, but I always say you will be good in math if you learn coding.
Yes, ma'am. That is.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I completely agree with you. Learning by doing, and kids learn from each other. We have online coding courses at my organization. First of all, I don't treat them as teacher and student. We are all colleagues. I say we are colleagues. We are engineers, and I treat them like they are my friends. And I always lower my standard. Speak really simple, argue with them, discuss with them, and they can learn from each other. And we don't offer any one-to-one tuition classes, because we believe that having all these kids in the same class, discussing, sharing idea is going to be more effective than just giving instructions for the student. This is amazing. I love your idea.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, we have a question. What is the name of your YouTube channel?
Mom, I don't actually have a YouTube channel. Those were just links of my friends. So that was my friend's channel, actually. Both of my friends' channels. We had just connected the links together in that PPT. So yeah.
Yeah, is it on TikTok or Instagram, or what do you use to do these videos? Only YouTube,
Ma'am,
or do you use other platforms?
Ma'am, we actually put them on Google Classroom. It's an effective way of just connecting with each other in the class. So we just put every single video on Google Classroom, because of all of us are in that link or classroom.
Yeah, and the app you talked about earlier, can we find it? Can we download it somewhere, or?
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Oh, great. Can you send us the name of this app in the chat box. Is it free?
Ma'am, which one? Just a minute. Ma'am. Ma'am, are you talking about Ear Sketch, the one that we used for coding music?
No. The app. What was the name of the app? Jake, do you remember? You talked about. Let me. I did some.
Thunkable?
I think so. Yeah.
For block coding. I'll just share my screen again and I'll show you.
Yes. Yeah.
I think what you're talking about. Yeah, just a minute. Okay. Ma'am, I was.
We see it.
The very first slide you've got about normalizing some ideas for girls. I think so. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Oh, you're muted.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. Ah. Now you're
I think
on.
I'm audible. So I was saying that it's not really available on App Store or any Android store, Google Play right now, but we are actually in the process of implementing it on there. So it's taking a bit of time for us because we're just students, so we're just trying to find the right way of putting there.
Yeah, I can't understand. I can't understand. Yes, our students do the same. They've got MIT App Inventor platform where they create these ideas, do the demo for the application, but to get it really actually on App Store or Play Store, it's really another process. I can understand.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's amazing. Great. Jake, do you have any comments?
Yes, actually, the words you picked, they were rather difficult words in English. How did you happen to pick things like nocturnal?
Okay, a couple months ago, my mother and I were talking, and she asked me, "What does nocturnal mean?" And I was like, "Being awake at night. Just you're a night person, basically." So I was like, "That is a very difficult word to define." And my mother is much more older than me, and she didn't know the meaning of the word. So how am I supposed to explain it to younger children who are younger than me? And I'm just 15, so it just clicked in my mind, and my friends we were provided with a list for the New York Times competition, so we had also chosen words from there. So we thought of using those words because they were particularly difficult. We didn't even understand what they were. So yeah.
Wow, that's very impressive. Very impressive.
And so we read a lot of books. I have like a lot of books, my own mini library. It's getting a bit of a problem now.
Very impressive. You know, so many things have changed. One of the problems you're going to have is when you're working with coding, there's constantly new apps developed, new languages, new things, and you can never sit still. I know people who started teaching coding years ago and they haven't changed. So they're still trying to teach Java. And I'm not even sure you even know what Java is. Okay.
Remember, it's just a coding language, and then there is JavaScript that we use for web pages. So I have practiced a lot. I have experimented a lot with everything.
But things are constantly changing. That's very impressive.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
you.
you.
So much.
Any last comments, Khulud?
Yeah, in my opinion, the information is not important if you don't deliver it in the right way. So, yeah, it's really important to have the right tools and the right language and the motivation to teach kids, because otherwise it's going to be really like high level. They won't understand anything. Yeah, well done.
Yes, Mama, I do agree. I have had scenarios in school in physics class, which there are times that I don't understand certain things. I have to come back home, ask my friends what is going on in class to be able to actually get what is going on.
Yeah. Yeah, the same information given by different people. We do this in our organization. I do the session and I let someone else do the session. And there's really totally different opinions or, feedback from parents. Even though it's the same session with exact instructions, but you get different feedback because you do it different. They love you, they interact with you, they see you as a role model, and they just absorb everything from you if you do it the right way. Yeah, great.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Do you have anything else to share, Bihu? Any other videos?
Ma'am, I don't really have any more videos. I had 2 more, but I wasn't able to download them. But I was going to sing a song at the end, but I got really nervous and really self-conscious, so I didn't.
There's a question. When did you start?
When did I start? I started about in 6th. I said that I was interested since 6th grade, but I really got into technology last year in 2020. But for English, I literally just started like 2021, June, July, second half of 2021. I got interested into English, but in books, I've read about more than 50 to 60 books in the past 2 years, because we literally had nothing to do during quarantine.
Yeah, that's correct. Well done. Keep going.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Can I sing? Ma'am, I'm a bit nervous, but can I sing a song, a motivational song that I originally was part of my plan of singing it, but I didn't?
Of course, yeah, we would love to.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. 'Cause it's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Never know how fast I get there. Never know what's waiting on the other side. High is the climb. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, Bihu. Oh, technology and music and singing and everything. You're really talented. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much,
Great
sir.
to have you here, and keep going.